Took your time to get here, tell me what you want. I know what you're thinking, are we really on? Tell me how it feels and baby, come on. See you now coming, taking me on. Take me to the deep end, run and jump off. Tell me how it feels and baby, come on.
Alright, everybody, welcome to the stream. This is my debut stream, and today we're going to be playing Minecraft Skyblock. This is 1.19.2 with Optifine, so hopefully things go well. There's a whole list of things I want to get done. I'm still kind of working on the list, so once I get that finished, we'll get that posted on the About page for you guys to check out. But as we go through, once I get it ready, we'll get some things checked off. But let's get into it. Which, Minecraft always takes forever and a half to get started, obviously. It's Minecraft. And here we are. So, anybody who doesn't know anything about Minecraft, Skyblock is different than your normal Minecraft world. You start on this tiny little island of nothing but dirt. There's a chest here with a single piece of ice, lava bucket. This one is unique. The classic, so classic Skyblock, you'd only have ice and a lava bucket and maybe some obsidian. But with the changes that have come in the more recent versions of Minecraft, you have things like sugarcane, sea pickles, and glowberries here, which are all things you can't get otherwise. So they kind of give them to you in this version. So we're going to start getting these in the inventory. So first thing we want to do is break all the grass here and hope we get some seeds. And we're unlucky, but that's okay. So we'll grab the flowers here. And we want to start breaking some of this dirt. The idea is we're kind of limited on what we can do at the moment to just this island. Obviously this tree here, we're going to have to break this tree. But once you break the wood, obviously the leaves start to deteriorate over time. That's kind of a Minecraft thing. We have to kind of build out the platform as best we can and as far as we can so that when these break, if they drop a sapling, which we got to cross our fingers and hope for, it'll drop them on the platform. If we don't, chances are we're not going to get another one and we're kind of in trouble. So let's break a couple more of these. The actual island itself is only 3 blocks deep, so if I go any lower, we're going to have problems. So let's try to expand this out as best we can. And if music's too loud or anything, guys, just let me know. I can adjust it on the fly. We also have to be very careful not to break all of the grass. Minecraft has a very weird thing that it does with grass. If you have dirt adjacent to grass or in a block relatively close to it, it'll spread, but you destroy all your grass, you're done. So we can't really let it all break down. And we really don't want to lose any dirt if we can avoid it. So now we can break the wood. That was close. And for the moment, I'm going to leave that one just to be safe. We want to make some planks here. We're going to put... Really didn't need to grab these out, but just to show you what we've got. And put those back in for safekeeping. Then we want to craft a crafting table. And we want to make some sticks. Oh, crap. There we go. Let's make an axe, just to make cutting down the tree a little easier. Alright. Okay. Put those logs away for now. We want to make a pickaxe. Alright. And we're going to try to break some of these and hope we get a sapling. Perfect. Alright. So 1 sapling, that's good. Let's hope for another. And as you can see, leaves are obviously deteriorating rather quickly. Hopefully this poor rain is not completely destroying my bitrate here. Oh, we got another sapling. That's good. Woo! We're just getting lucky today. I think that's the most saplings I've gotten out of my first tree in a Skyblock run before. Alright. Okay, let's toss these in here. Okay, so our next goal, we obviously have to wait for this tree to grow again. But the next thing we want to do is break some more of this dirt And here's where the stressful part comes in. I want to make sure we don't lose any of this dirt on the edge. We want to kind of hang off the edge here. And just to give ourselves a little bit more space to work with and kind of flatten this island out. Oop. Oh, jeez. Don't lose the dirt. Okay. So how's everybody doing tonight, huh? Okay. Let that sapling grow. Alright. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Kind of just expand this out as best we can here. Alright. Alright, let's get our other saplings out here. And we'll just kind of spread them out a little bit while we break down this. Alright. Oh, jeez. Well, there goes a dirt. It's not, like, end of the world, but try to avoid losing as much dirt as we can here. Dirt is renewable in Skyblock, especially in the newer versions. There's a lot of different ways you can get dirt. Gravel, moss, trying to think, what are the other ones? You can get it from, I think mud. Mud's a way to do it, I believe. But in the early days, we're going to have to get to the nether to be able to get more dirt. But that's kind of out of our reach at this point. We don't even have a way to make a fire. So let's take everything out of this chest here. Again, we're going to break down the chest. And let's put her somewhere nice and safe. Put everything back in it. And we can start breaking down this little hill here. Alright. So, this weather's just kind of abysmal for a first day in Skyblock. It's super dark, and there's no... I don't have any sheep, so I can't make a bed to sleep through it. So let's just work on, I guess, trying to expand this island out a little bit. But we don't want to use all of our dirt quite yet. So, the next thing, let's grab our pickaxe and our axe here. We need to build a cobblestone generator. So, cobblestone generators are super useful in Skyblock because cobble is one of the very few renewable sources of blocks in the early game. Trees are great and all, but they grow kind of slow. On the other hand, a cobblestone generator is going to provide us with blocks a whole lot faster. The only problem is they are kind of difficult to build. And I've used all the dirt. to try to expand the platform at the moment. So this is going to be tricky. Oh gosh, that scares me just trying to do that. But the idea of a cobblestone generator is you take our bucket of lava here and our ice. If you break ice with your hand, it creates water. And we can use that water and our lava bucket to basically have the lava flow into a block adjacent to the water, and it will turn into cobblestone, which is the only renewable source at this point. Just have to be very careful to not drop any of our dirt here. At least with Optifine, generates enough light with this lava bucket, we can actually see what we're doing. So we're going to create a little pocket here for the time being. Okay. There's not really an easy way to do this, so we're just going to kind of chill out and wait for these trees to grow a little bit so that I can build down and hopefully not lose any of the dirt. Let's grab that other sapling, see if we can get that one growing as well. So, while we're waiting, how are you guys doing, huh? Anything interesting going on? I mean, this is kind of my first stream. Not used to doing this, but we're kind of see how it goes. We can kind of get a little bit of this going right now with these. Oh, that was scary. Okay. Hey, Nox, do you want to take care of that one for me? That's a, something we really don't allow in this chat. I can get it if you can't. Just let me know. All right, let me take a second here and I'll see what I can do. You know, for a first time stream, it's going to be a little scuffed. So let's see here. There we go. All right, and we're just gonna delete that. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Just as a reference point, we really don't allow advertisements of any kind in chat. It's just kind of not good Twitch etiquette. All right. So now we just kind of sit and wait. So what's kind of unique about this Skyblock map in particular is, I don't know if you guys can see, but out in the distance there are a handful of islands here and there. That one in particular is a mycelium island with some mushrooms on it. That one, I believe, is an acacia tree in a savanna. You've got a jungle tree. That looks like dark oak. But out in the distance are all these islands. There's even like an amethyst geode there. The map creator, which you can find this map on Planet Minecraft, has included all of these biomes with these trees so that you can hopefully get all the saplings and any biome specific items. Like, for example, mangrove swamps have mud, which is a super easy way to, with dripstone, convert that into clay, which is something you couldn't get particularly easy in previous versions of Skyblock. Anyone who has seen like Small Ant's playthrough, for example, knows that one of his late game goals was to get clay blocks, which were for some reason only obtainable by having a villager who was a mason throw them at you when you completed a raid. So it was super hard to get them, and it was only a chance that they'd drop them. But with the newer versions of Minecraft, with the dripstone blocks added in and mud, you can actually take a mud block, put it underneath a pointed dripstone, and it'll pull all of the water out of it over like a couple minutes. And you'll have a clay block, which is super useful because that's the only thing axolotls spawn on in lush caves. So now we're just kind of chilling and waiting, hoping these trees will grow so we can get a little bit more wood. Ideally, we want to get as much wood as possible so we can replace some of the dirt on the platform and kind of expand out. But these early days in Skyblock are usually pretty slow. That's just kind of how things are, unfortunately. And we don't have bone meal, so we can't grow the trees any faster. And this island is so small that spawning mobs to try to get something from them is still kind of impossible. So it's just kind of sit and wait. So how are you guys doing? Anything going on? Anything you want to talk about? Why am I dropping so many frames? Jeez. Must be one of those days. All right. Well, we'll set the dandelions out and the poppies. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see while we're waiting here. We can get some things taken care of. Let's see. Sorry guys, just trying to take care of some stuff in the background here while we're waiting. Let's see. All right. You should have the permissions, Nox. I'm not seeing. Yeah, you should be able to. But I'm not seeing it here. That may be something we have to look at after. After the stream. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Now we're just back to waiting for these. Just waiting for these silly trees to grow. Yeah, Nox. Last I checked, it was like 3 or 4 inches of snow. We were expecting a whole lot more than that, but I was kind of surprised when it just kind of fizzled out. I mean, it's still snowing now, so it might be another 2-3 inches expected. Let me take a look at the weather here. Yeah, in Northwest, in the Northeast here, it's still expecting another 2 inches of snow. Oh, and look at that. Perfect timing. Another tree has grown. Excellent. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. So let's get this guy here chopped down. And let's turn all of our logs here into planks, and a lot of planks into slabs. Ooh, pardon me. Alright. And now, let's just get this little island here enclosed, and we'll start breaking some dirt. Oh, when you're hanging off the edge like that, it always gives me just a little bit of anxiety. Alright. Okay. Now comes the risky part. Whew. Let's just try to break some of this dirt here. Ooh. Oh, good. Good that you figured it out, Nox. Alright. Alright. Let's try not to break all of our grass here. Oh, jeez. Let's just, stop that. That was bad. Whew. Almost got pushed off the edge there. That would not have been fun. Alright. Okay. Let's see. We can kind of take the dirt in on this side a little bit. Okay. Oh. So how's the weather where everybody else is at today? Everybody else getting snow? At least where it usually snows at? Whew. Oh, jeez. Every time that happens and I hop up on that block, it's so close. Alright. Ooh, another sapling. Perfect. Alright. I did not mean to do that. Alright. Put a sapling in there. Okay. Alright, how do we want to do this? Let's actually swap these. Okay. So. Okay. Let's do this. Alright. So this is the beginnings of our cobblestone generator. The most important thing with a cobblestone generator is you do not want the, well, A, you don't want it to be made out of a flammable material, because if you make it out of logs, the lava is just going to light the logs on fire and it's going to be a mess. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you build it out of something non-flammable, like our dirt, and placement of the water is super crucial. Otherwise, you'll just make it straight into obsidian, you'll turn your lava into obsidian, and then run's dead. So, oh, and geez, I completely forgot to start my timer. Just so we can kind of keep track of how long we've been doing this for. So, give me 1 second here. I want to double check the cobblestone generator layout, just so I don't screw it up. Alright, so it's... I've done this a few times, but I really just don't want to make a mistake. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks across. Alright, so we gotta go out one more. Alright, let's swap that back. Alright. And stuck in the hole here. Let's tap back out, fix that. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Just don't want to make a mistake and lose our only lava. So let's do that, just so we have a couple more blocks to work with here. Alright, let's make a little hole. Oh, jeez. This is going to be tricky. Let's do it over here. Gonna make a little hole. Hold the lava for the time being. We're gonna grab our water, put it here. And we're gonna grab this. And... oh boy. I thought that was gonna work. Well, we're gonna have to start over. Because... oh boy. I knew that was gonna happen. Alright. That is unfortunate. We may be able to recover from this, but it's gonna be tricky. Let's just hang on for a second, guys, while I fix this. Give me 1 minute. Alright, and we're back. Let's just, pretend that didn't happen, shall we? Alright. Well, I guess that's karma. Oh, at least I got those. Okay. Let's, not make that same mistake again. Okay, now the game's just punishing me. And here comes the rain again. All right. Alright, let's see, it goes out 2 blocks, so let's just go out 2 blocks. Alright. Let's try to break some of these first, and hope we get a sapling. There we go. Oh, that's always disheartening when you make a dumb mistake like that, but at least we weren't too far in. And there goes a sapling. Well. Alright. Jeez, I am just getting unlucky. Alright. Let's break our first tree here. Again. Alright. Okay. Come on. Alright. Let's make our crafting table. Okay. Make some sticks. We want an axe. And a pickaxe. Alright. Break some more of this dirt, pull everything out of our chest here. Be extra careful not to drop anything off the edge. Put our extra sapling in there. Alright. Okay. We're kind of almost back where we started. We're just gonna... Let's actually grab this sapling here, slap it on there, and put... We're just gonna build our cobblestone generator into the island this time, rather than just trying to build around it. Let's do this. Okay. Let's make some oak slabs here so that we can kind of... this is where it gets dangerous. Whew. Right. Just kind of build around. Just trying not to fall off here, because that's just something that happens quite frequently in Skyblock. Alright. Gives us a little bit more space to work with. Let's dig this guy out so we have a way to get back up. Alright. So, let's actually put the hole here. Okay. Let's kind of build this out. Right. Let's try not to destroy every single piece of grass here, because it's not going to grow back if we do. But let's try to... Okay. Break that there. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's hope this time we don't screw it up. Alright. Break our ice. And we want our lava bucket there. Ha-ha! There we go. Alright. Now, we have ourselves a fully functional cobblestone generator. Let's grab another piece of dirt here, just so we can cover that lava, just so we don't accidentally cause an issue. And we have cobblestone! Yeah, the rain really is relaxing, isn't it? But that's kind of the whole point. Just a chill, relaxing stream. We're going to play some Skyblock. Not get too worked up about it, you know? And remember to hydrate, people. Huh. Alright. So let's get like 15 or so cobblestone. Oh, geez. That's one of the things you got to be careful with these cobblestone generators, is you kind of want to put a block behind the place that you're mining that doesn't break super easy with a pickaxe, which is, in this case, our crafting table will work great for. So, let's get like 15 cobblestone. It's a good place to start. So that way you can just hold down the button too. Oh. And there we go. We get 15 cobblestone. And then make a furnace. Furnace is super useful. Once our tree grows again, we can use some of our wood to burn our logs to make coal, since we can't get, well, make charcoal, since we can't get coal. And we can use some of our sticks that we're going to get from our tree to make more pickaxes, axes, all your tools. Alright. Jeez. Muscle twitch there. So, how's everybody doing? Well, since we're just kind of here waiting for a tree to grow again. And tree still hasn't grown. Well, let's see if we can kind of dig out a little bit of this dirt without losing it here. We can actually... Oh, right. It's perfect. Since we've got a bit of cobblestone here, let's save 3 of them. Make some slabs. Alright, we got some cobblestone slabs. Since we're waiting on our tree to grow anyways, we might as well use some of this cobblestone here to expand our platform a bit and give us a little bit more breathing room. Alright. We can break our dirt here as you move over. Just sneak it underneath here. Oh. And break our dirt here. Okay. Looking good so far. Tree still hasn't grown. Oh, it's getting dark again. Let's use a classic Minecraft speedrunning trick here. We're gonna crank up our brightness. And Optifine decided it wanted to be funny. Biome blend. Oh, is there not an option? Come on, Optifine. Brightness didn't change a thing. Oh well. I mean, it's a little better, I guess, but it's still pretty dark. Alright. Spend our dirt out here a little bit. Alright. Alright. So now we're just kind of waiting for our tree to grow so we can get some more sticks. Unfortunately, these cobblestone generators in the early days are not lossless. As you can see, sometimes the lava will just eat it, which is unfortunate, but really nothing you can do. Once we get into the villager farms and iron golem farms in the near future, and we can get a reliable source of iron, we can use hoppers and make this a whole lot easier on ourselves. And then we can automate it and not have to do this anymore. Because that's kind of the mentality with Skyblock. The more you get through it and the more you kind of trudge along in the beginning, the more you can automate stuff and make it do the work for you, so you don't have to anymore. So we'll be doing things like building a iron golem farm for easy iron source, mob farm so we can get, you know, gunpowder and bones and rotten flesh and all that stuff. Then once we get to the nether, things will be a little better still because we can get gold and piglin trades, which piglin trades are some of the easiest sources of gravel, so we can get more dirt. We also get access to things like blackstone and all that stuff, which is all awesome. Makes super easy to build stuff. Let's put our extra dirt in here for now and just work on expanding our platform a little bit more. So I think the goal for this first stream is we want to try to get just a couple of our basic goals down, get maybe a reliable source of food if we can. For sure, we've got our cobblestone generator, which is kind of one of our major goals. We want to get a tree farm going, so more than one tree growing at a time would be great. Let's not break too many blocks over here. We can kind of cut these down just a little bit. But we're just kind of... Things are kind of slow in the beginning, but it'll get better. As time goes on, things will get better, it'll get smoother. We'll get more interesting things to do. We won't be just sitting and waiting for, you know, a single tree to grow, which... Love you, tree, but you really got to grow faster than that. We haven't got all day. One of the things we can do while we're waiting is we can start a sugarcane farm. Since sugarcane does grow on dirt, and since it's next to a water source block, or even flowing water, it'll grow. Now it's just a race to see whether the tree grows first, or the sugarcane grows first. My money's on the sugarcane. We don't have a hoe yet, so we can't plant the wheat seeds. Planting the dandelion doesn't do us any good. So, how's everybody doing? Everything going smooth? Nothing crazy going on? Let's actually, we can break this block since we really don't need that. There. Got 12 dirt stored away. I guess I can break these corners here. Don't need the corners at this point. Okay. Alright. Now I'm just trying to think, what should be the first island we go towards? I think that's a mangrove swamp over there. That would give us another water source. Because right now we only have the one water source block. But I think the mangrove may have another water block that we can get with our bucket. It has the mangrove tree, which can grow more wood. So that would be something we need to get for sure. But on the other hand, I think the mushroom island's all the way over there in the distance. That might be good for a food source, since you can make mushroom stew with red and brown mushrooms. What do you guys think? Should we go mangrove tree first or mushroom island first? Personally, I'm kind of partial to the mangrove tree because that gives us more wood to work with. But, you thinking mushrooms, Nox? I mean, yeah, that would work. There is a nice little neat trick with the mushrooms, because, oh, okay, that's a weird thing that occasionally happens. I guess, gotta be careful about our crafting table catching fire. Bad lava, don't do that. As I was saying, with the mushrooms, mycelia blocks, which are what the mushrooms are growing on, allow the mushrooms to grow in full light, which is super helpful, because otherwise we have to build a dark chamber for them. But they'll also spread to the dirt around them, given enough time. So we can make a huge mushroom field over there with some of our dirt. So maybe we'll go do that once we get our tree here to grow. Which, still waiting on you there, bud. And I guess I never did restart my timer, did I? I'm just a terrible streamer today. Not starting my timer, screwing up a basic cobblestone farm. Oh well. You live and you learn. And finally, the rain stops. And looking by where the moon is, we're looking at maybe another couple minutes of darkness before the light comes back. Hopefully our tree will grow by then. And we can start making more cobblestone to get to that island. I guess we can sit and watch the sunrise. I mean, that's far more... It's actually kind of pretty, to be honest. You never really get to see the sunrise very much in a normal Minecraft playthrough. You're usually either down in a cave or up in the mountains, not really looking at the tree line, but it's kind of pretty. Now, if only our lovely tree would grow. One thing we can work towards is once we get the tree, we can cut down, we can cut it down, get some sticks, and then turn our cobblestone generator here into a way to get glowberries to grow. So, for those who don't know, with glowberries, you can actually build a structure, whether it be a little like 3 tall structure or however tall you want to make it. I think up to like 24 blocks. But if you plant a glowberry, over time it'll grow in length. And you can actually harvest glowberries from it and get more food. But you need a way to hang them. So you kind of build like an arch shape. And apparently our crafting table's catching on fire again. Stop that. Might not be a bad idea to slap a dirt block on top of it for the time being. Just so it doesn't catch fire again. Okay. So I know you had mentioned earlier, Nox, that you had like... Earlier in the day you said 7 inches of snow. How much are you up to now? After all this crazy weather. Let's see. Nine inches of snow. Jeez, that's crazy. I mean, it's not that bad here yet. I haven't looked outside in a while, but I don't think it's that bad here. Well, hopefully the roads aren't too bad there, because from what I heard today, they were pretty nasty around here. I think you can actually see that. There's a little... Oh yeah, little lava drips coming out of the bottom of that. That's kind of a neat feature they added in some of the newer versions of Minecraft. But, alright. So, we're going to try to make it that mushroom island as soon as tree grows. We can actually probably break a couple of these as well. Don't need the extra dirt just laying around. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't leave the house much anymore either. I mean, There's really not much point to when you're a shut-in gamer. Alright. I guess this is karma for screwing up the first run. This tree has decided it's going to take its sweet old time growing. And we don't have any other saplings to try to increase our odds. So yeah. Now we just kind of wait. We want to get the sugarcane here growing as best we can too. Because once we have sugarcane, we can make paper, we can make books, and books are super useful for villager trades down the road. Which villager trades are going to be the bread and butter of a Skyblock playthrough. And this map is unique in that in the Nether, there is a single, there's an end portal that the map creator added in, so you have a way to get to the end, but without getting to the end there are no diamonds, so you can't make an enchanting table without a diamond in Minecraft. So we have to go to the end, defeat the Ender Dragon, and then get to an end city and hope we find a chest with diamonds in it. That's the only way to get diamonds in this run. So in order to get the enchantments we need to actually defeat the Ender Dragon without, you know, using bed strats from speedrunning or any of the other crazy tricks that speedrunners use to do it without enchanted gear, we have to get a villager trading facility going. So we got to trade villagers, get them up to master level, and then trade them for the armor and the enchantments that we need. Because you can get diamond armor and diamond gear from villagers, and they'll trade you every... I think almost every, if not every, enchanting book. But we need enough iron to make a anvil. There's a lot to do in this run. It's going to be a long series. And I don't know why, but keep dropping frames on our stream. And it's like, come on, guys. Bitrate keeps dropping. I don't know why. Game's not doing anything. So I don't know if it's on my end or on Twitch's end, but we'll see what we can do. Jeez, I'm going to die of old age before this tree decides to grow. All right. And anybody who's watching the stream or the VOD that's going to be uploaded to YouTube under my VODs channel, if you like the stream, feel free to follow. VODs will be uploaded to the VOD channel usually within 48 hours of a stream. So that way, when they go off of Twitch after a week, because Twitch is kind of rude with the newer viewers and newer streamers not getting the priority on VOD space, which I can understand. But they'll be uploaded to YouTube. Feel free to like the VOD channel, watch them as much as you want. But I don't even know what I was going to say. Lost my train of thought there. I hope you guys are kind of enjoying the chill vibes. We're going to make a series out of this. Minecraft will be streamed probably at least once a week, maybe twice. I haven't quite decided yet. It'll be for sure on Tuesdays. Typically 7 to 10 p.m. It'll be usually 3 hours each stream. I'm going to be streaming 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So if you can't make a weekday stream, the VODs usually be up by the weekend, so you can watch them over the weekend. But yeah, I mean, if I can finish plugging my channels, both Twitch and YouTube, before the tree grows, we got a problem. Come on, Mr. Tree. We haven't got all day. Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. I also have a Discord channel, a Discord server. It is in the about section on the channel. Feel free to check it out. I'll be posting some point in the near future, for people who follow the stream, a list of all the games that I have, so that we may set up a once a month community day where you guys pick the stream, pick what we play. I have a huge backlog of games, some of them that I've never touched before, but it gives you guys an opportunity to kind of pick what content. Plus, if you guys have any recommendations, feel free to post them in chat or in the Discord. I'm willing to try pretty much anything in terms of games, as long as they're obviously Twitch safe. But yeah, so I was really hoping that spiel would let that tree grow, but apparently not. I will say, while we're waiting, in the gaming news, I'm kind of excited to see what Nintendo does with Breath of the Wild 2. Looks like an interesting game. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the $70 price tag. That's kind of jarring considering, but I'm probably going to get it when it comes out. Maybe a little bit after, just depends. But the trailer looks pretty good, all things considered. I don't know how many... Yeah, I know, Nox, it's kind of surprising. But yeah, $70. It's $69.99 is the asking price on that game for launch. At least that's the information that I saw. It was 70. Though I will say one thing that Nintendo didn't advertise, but actually they've done, is they have on their Nintendo eShop, it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's like a Game Pass sort of thing, where you can actually spend $100, but you get 2 passes to spend on games that are in the eShop, and they have like a list of them. So you can get 2 games for $100 rather than 120. So you save like $20. I didn't know about that until recently. I guess they just brought it back to the eShop. But it's been like in the EU eShop for like a couple years now. So anybody who's watching the stream, if you're looking to get games for your Nintendo Switch, check that out. Saves you a couple pennies here and there. It just has to be a game that's on their a list, which they have on their page. And we're going into our second day of this tree not growing. Wonderful. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Anything going on exciting other than this obvious watching paint dry equivalent stream? Waiting for this goofy ass tree to grow. Well, I kind of expected the beginning of Skyblock to be a little bit more interesting than this. I didn't expect RNG to quite screw us this way, but, you know, it's whatever. We can sit here and enjoy the royalty-free music, which is super nice. Shout out to Bass Rebels. They're an awesome group. They've got a bunch of different artists that they work with. They've created this awesome playlist for streamers and for pretty much any event that you can check out. They're linked in the About section as well on the page. Their music's awesome that they've got, and it's all royalty free. You just have to, say that you're using their music. But meant to prevent Twitch from striking us with the ban hammer of DMCA. Because, they love to. Geez, that tree really hasn't grown yet. Neither is a sugarcane. That is just depressing. I guess we can take this moment to talk about some of the goals, for sure, that we're going for. Obviously, we want to farm, all your different crops, sugarcane, wheat, potatoes, carrots. Getting potatoes and carrots is a little tricky. You have to get those from a zombie drop, and that's super... Yeah, I know what you mean, Nox. But carrots and potatoes, if you didn't know, drop super rarely from zombies. They also occasionally will drop an iron bar, which is kind of crazy. So you can actually get an iron ingot. But things like... What else are we trying to grow? Obviously, we want to grow our glowberries, because those are going to be an easy food source for us once we've got building blocks to work with. We can grow melons, because I think typically they include melons either somewhere on the islands or in the nether, which we still got to get to the nether at some point. We might be able to get to that today, hopefully. If we're lucky. Because you can get to the nether pretty easily with a flint and steel, but since we don't have flint or steel to make one, we're going to have to rely on a little bit of RNG. You can use your lava source to light the adjacent wood blocks on fire, because you can put wood around it, and that'll spread. And if it spreads into a portal, it'll actually light the portal, which is kind of the only way in early Skyblock to get a portal lit. Once we get into the nether, we can trade gold to piglins to get some gravel, and then you can break the gravel to get flint. But getting there is the hard part. Anyway, back to the goals. We obviously want to get to the nether, but we want to get pumpkin and a melon farm going so that we can build golems, because those are going to be super helpful, both snow and iron golems later on. We want to get, snowberries and all your other growable crops. We want to get those started. Thankfully, a lot of those later on can be automated through villagers, because those are usually the easiest way to do a... You can do a villager farm where you put a composter in the center of like a 9x9 area, and your villager will, if you give them enough seeds, they'll plant the whole thing and then harvest them as they grow and go to chuck them in the composter. But if you got hoppers underneath of them, it'll pull the stuff before you can harvest it. So it's kind of a neat trick. Makes automating your farm super easy. Doesn't require a whole lot of redstone, which is nice. Speaking of redstone, getting a redstone farm is a little tricky. Early days, you can potentially get it from witches, but it's really low drop chance. So a goal would be to get a villager, and you have to go to the nether, get a blaze rod from a blaze, which you have to build a blaze spawner, which is a pain in the butt. But you get a blaze, kill the blaze, get a blaze rod, and then you can use that to build a what do they call it? It's a brewing stand. And then you can use that brewing stand to get the villager to be a cleric. And with a cleric villager, you can trade them things like gold and rotten flesh in exchange for emeralds, which then you can trade for redstone. And a lot of our later game farms, like level 2, level 3 type farms, are going to be automated and require boatloads of redstone. So that's kind of a crucial thing. And you might be thinking, well, how do you get villagers? That's where it gets fun. So the only way to get villagers in this this map, because they don't spawn naturally, there's no villages, there's no anything, you have to, by random chance, have a zombie spawn as a zombie villager. You then have to get a potion of weakness, which is one of very few potions you can make without nether wart. So you have to go to the nether anyways to get a blaze, brewing stand. So it kind of does double duty. You get a brewing stand and blaze powder, and then you make a fermented spider eye, which takes a standard spider eye, sugar, and then I believe a brown mushroom, which allows you to make a fermented spider eye. You need water bottles to make a potion, which conveniently you can get from piglin trades in the nether. And then you need gunpowder to make that a splash potion. And what you do is you trap your zombie villager somewhere where the sun's not going to burn them alive. You hit them with a potion of weakness, and then you give them a golden apple. And then 1 to 3 minutes later, depending on RNG time, they'll convert into a regular villager. And you need to do this twice. Not once, but twice. After that, you can make a villager breeder, and you can breed them yourself. But you gotta get 2 of them to be able to breed them. And zombie villagers are a rare spawn, and it's a pain in the butt to get them out of your mob farm, because you gotta build a mob farm first. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand. It's gonna be a lot of work. But thankfully, once this tree decides to grow, we'll be well on our way. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Other things that we want to do. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, there's the tree. Thank the Lord, I was tired of waiting around. Let's go. Woo! That was nice enough to give us sticks. Alrighty. Let's break some of these. Hope we get a... And there's a sapling. Hey, our luck's turning around. Alright, let's break all of these first on the top so we can actually, hopefully get more than one sapling. There's another one. Hey, now we're in business. Woo! Excitement. We actually have another tree. And with 2 saplings, hopefully we'll get a tree sooner. Or at least more of them. 3 saplings. Nice. The gods of RNG have decided we've suffered enough. Alright. Let's do this. Hop up here real quick. And let's chop down this tree. Woo! Alright. So now we can break down this guy. And we can go boom. And boom. And boom. Alright. So now that we got that, we're going to throw 3 of these logs in here. And throw another log in. Because we've got sticks, we can go... Oh, gosh. Put it in a dumb spot here. Put it on the back side here. Make a stone pickaxe, which is getting an upgrade. We can break some more blocks here. Alright, let's put it on our hotbar here so we can see how many we've got. Alright. And... excellent. We've got charcoal. And we're going to turn the other 2 logs into charcoal. Things are still going to be a little slow here in the beginning, but as time goes on, it's going to get a little easier. Alright. Alright, so let's build our first little structure here. Let's make this little stepping stone here. We want to make this as tall as we can. That's not what we want. Don't go there, buddy. Alright. Want to make this guy relatively tall. Come on. There we go. And then we want to grab our little glowberry here. Alright. And plant our glowberry. So now, this guy's going to grow slowly over time, and if we're lucky, it'll spawn more glowberries, which we can then plant more of and eat. Alright. So, excellent. We got 2 coal. We're going to save 1 in there. Ooh. I think the torches are worth it. So we're going to make 4 torches, and we're going to put them around our base here. 1 there, 1 there, put 1 there, and we'll stick 1 over here. And now, it's not going to be pitch black at night while we're trying to work. And our sugarcane grew. Awesome. So let's plant another one. Yeah, we'll move this torch over just a little bit. Awesome. Things are coming up roses. So now, let's mine some more cobblestone. Woo! Sorry, I know the stream's a little slow paced today, guys, but I mean, for a first time, it's not too bad. Could be a whole lot worse. Just a matter of growing some plants and mining some blocks and making the things that we need. Be nice if our cobblestone generator didn't eat every single piece of cobble in a row there. As I say it, it starts doing it again. Alright. Alright, let's make some more slabs. Okay. Alright, break this guy here. Alright, line ourselves up with that island, and we're going to start heading that way. Very slowly and carefully. Because the last thing we want to do is fall. I mean, we really don't lose that much if we do fall, but we fall off here. I'd have to do a lot of off-stream grinding for that one, Nox. Don't think it's going to happen very quickly. Especially if we get more tree luck like that. I mean, I'm not certainly going to try, but this is probably going to be a long series. But it's kind of the point. Minecraft's chill. You really don't have to, like, you know, do any hardcore thinking or hardcore work. It's all just kind of chill and quiet stream. You know, just relax. Nothing too, you know, fear-inducing. Unless, of course, I fall off. Then that's stress-inducing. But there's really nothing in our inventory right now that we can afford to lose. I probably should put that dirt back, though. Try to minimize the amount of dirt we lose if I fall off. All right. All right. Oh. All right. Easy peasy. Everything's going smooth. All right. Okay. Another thing just for insurance policy that I want to do before I forget is I want to grab at least 3 cobblestone, and we're just going to toss it in this chest, so that way if for whatever reason our pickaxe breaks or we fall off the edge, we have enough cobblestone to make a stone pickaxe so we're not back at square one. Because wooden pickaxes are very inefficient in terms of materials for what they're actually used for. But now we're just on the grind. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to follow. I have a bunch of different content planned for this coming week. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a horror game, GTFO, which probably a little bit more exciting than this, but with my heart can only take so much in terms of excitement for 1 week. So for those who aren't familiar, GTFO is a horror shooter game. It's all about balancing the aspects of sneaking past enemies and taking them out silently versus your occasional objective that requires you to do so. It was pretty popular for a couple years. It kind of it was in early access until I think last year, and when it finally came out of early access, the devs did something really cool, which not a lot of devs do. Which devs 10 Chambers, they're awesome. You should check out their stuff. And we appear to be out. Another tree, yay! But what they did is, so the way GTFO is laid out is each quote-unquote mission falls into what's called a rundown, and these rundowns during early access were constantly changing. You had they were basically seasons where you would go from, you know, a rundown would be available for a couple weeks and then a newer rundown would be available. And they've done 6 rundowns up until the most recent one, which is rundown 7. And these rundowns were all unique. They had different mechanics. They would tweak balance on things. And wow, we have 8 saplings. That was a really awesome tree. But each rundown would be different. The first rundown was pretty basic, but your second and third rundowns, they added the infection mechanic, which completely changed. Didn't completely change the game, but it changed a lot of how you handle things. Because you couldn't rely on just turning your brightness up and sneaking through an area. You had to be careful of the infectors that needed to be shined their light on them. So you had to balance shining your light and potentially alerting other enemies, but also not. So it was all kind of an interesting balancing act for that rundown. But that's kind of where I stopped playing, was in rundown 2 for a while. And then they released, when they came into version 1.0, they made it clear that they were going to bring back all the other rundowns. So with the new mechanics added. So they changed some stuff, they modified some stuff. They added in a lot of the stuff that was in the newer rundowns to the older ones. So even if you've already beaten that rundown, it's got all sorts of new stuff to it, which is kind of awesome. Now, it is meant to be a 4-player co-op game, so maybe down the road I'll have people that I'll play it with. But for the time being, I'm probably going to do it with some bots. Bots are not the smartest, so it's going to be a little tricky, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, now that we've got more sticks here, we're going to grab our other cobble we have here. We're going to make a couple of stone pickaxes. 3 of those, a stone axe. Yeah, let's make a couple more sticks here. And make a couple stone axes. We need a stone hoe and a stone shovel. All right. Also, for anybody who's not familiar with the new meta for Minecraft, if you've only ever played it like a long time ago when it was first kind of popular, the unique thing about axes and the new combat system, which came out in, I think, version 1.9, axes are actually better than swords because you have a cooldown, as you can see underneath the crosshair on screen, between when your attacks are at their strongest. Axes have the most damage output versus like swords. Swords recharge faster, but an axe crit does way more damage and can block a shield. Well, break a shield. So if you're ever in PvP combat and you're wondering why people are using axes, that's why. I'm going to eat this apple as well. Normally I wouldn't, because I'm trying to save them up for golden apples, but kind of need the food right now, since we're kind of waiting on everything. So we're going to mine a bit more cobblestone here. We're going to split the stack as well, just so we can see it. Once we've got a full stack of cobble here, we're going to make some more slabs and try to head out towards that mushroom island. So things are kind of getting back on track. But anyway, so GTFO tomorrow. We're going to see how well this newbie does at trying to survive the first rundown with the new mechanics. We're going to do... On Monday, we're going to do casual speedrunning attempts of SMO, Super Mario Odyssey, on the Switch. I've attempted a speedrun before, but I didn't get all the way through it. I kind of ran into some technical issues partway through. So I'm going to try on stream to see if we can beat SMO. Typically, the goal is to make top 100, so it's going to be try to get within like an hour and 10 minutes, I think, is top 100 on speedrun.com. But we're going to see how quickly we can do it. I know some of the speedrun strats, some of the things like roll cancel clipping through the bottom of the inverted pyramid and a couple other tricks. I know of them. I've never done them, so we're going to certainly try. But I'd like to see if it's possible to speedrun it. Like I said earlier, Tuesday is going to be another Minecraft day. We're gonna continue with Skyblock. Wednesday is kind of our variety day, so game's going to change pretty frequently what we do on Wednesdays. Right now, because I was feeling cheeky, our first game is going to be Minecraft Dungeons. Which is obviously still kind of in line with the midweek Minecraft idea, but it is obviously not your normal Minecraft. It's more like a Minecraft cross Diablo, which is actually particularly interesting as a game. When it came out, I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. But we're going to start on a new file. We're going to go through it, because I haven't played in a while, so it's going to be like a fresh new experience for me. Anyway, now that we've got enough cobblestone here, make sure toggle crouch is off. We're going to make a crap ton of cobblestone slabs, which the reason why we do slabs is they're much more efficient than regular cobblestone, which we're going to grab a couple extra here just to be safe. And put that in here just to be safe. All right. So the reason why we use slabs is for every block of cobblestone is essentially 2 slabs. So, and fun fact, mobs can only spawn on the top half of a block. So when slabs are placed like this, these are bottom half slabs. So mobs can't spawn on top of them, which means we're safe to build out as far as we need to in terms of bottom slabs without having to worry about lighting up the whole way. So we should be able to hopefully make it to the Mushroom Island with these slabs, and then we'll build around it and try to keep it well lit enough, hopefully, that more mobs don't spawn on it. But it's still quite a ways out. And like I was saying, Wednesdays will be Variety Day. I haven't quite decided what we're going to do with Thursdays yet. Thursdays may be more Minecraft. That would certainly speed up our progress on Skyblock. But maybe we don't do Skyblock on Thursdays. It's going to depend on what you guys want. I am here to provide entertainment, not necessarily to, you know, do what I want to do. So whatever you guys want to do on Thursdays, feel free to join the Discord and give me suggestions. Like if you want to do Minecraft, but we do Minecraft speedrunning or something. Or if you want to do something that's not Minecraft, like maybe Pokemon streams on Thursdays. Or maybe we do like a first-person shooter, like we try Apex or something. I'm usually not a big fan of Battle Royales, but I'm willing to try it if people want it, kind of deal. I'll try to be super active on the Discord, so if anybody has anything they want to, you know, ask me about or discuss, just let me know. I'm more than willing to chit-chat with everybody and, you know, try to play the games you guys want to play. That being said, we are here. So, what we're going to want to do, and I've done this once or twice before, it's a little tricky. So you may be thinking, looking at this, because this is an island with mycelia and mushrooms on it. You may be thinking, well, just break them. You really can't, unfortunately. Mycelium is one of the many blocks that if you break it, it turns back into regular dirt. So what you want to do is we want to break all the blocks of regular dirt here, but we don't want to break the mycelium. What we want to do is we want to take this regular dirt and we want to surround the mycelium with it so that it spreads. Oh. Well, welcome, Martin. Pleasure to have you in the stream. We're just playing a little Minecraft Skyblock and trying not to ruin our mushroom farm here that we're about to make. So the really cool thing with mushrooms is they really don't require a whole lot. They don't require a whole lot of maintenance. They're super easy to grow, especially on blocks like mycelia. The mycelia blocks allow your standard mushrooms to grow during the day. Because normally they need a light level of like less than 7, which you can see if you look on the left side of the screen there, you can see it'll tell you the light level of your block. So 15 light level of sky means that obviously they get fully exposed to the air. They need like a light level of 7 to grow. But on mycelium, they don't. They grow on any light level. So what we want to do is we want to take our dirt that we just farmed, and we want to kind of expand our little place here, because the mycelium will spread to the surrounding dirt. Alright. Kind of spread this out as best we can. Oh, that was scary. Alright, break this block. Break this block. Alright, we're gonna drop down here a little bit. Try not to lose any blocks if we can. Alright. Oh! Martin, you're a welder? That's awesome. That's not anywhere in my skill set, but that is an awesome thing to be able to do. I am actually big tech nerd myself. I work in IT, so I work with computers every single day, fixing problems, you know, all that sort of stuff. But I've always found welding to be an awesome thing that people do. You can do some crazy stuff with welding projects like that. I just don't have the skills myself, so that's pretty awesome. But, so what I've done here is, as time goes on, the mycelium is going to spread. As you can see, it's already spread a little bit on the dirt. And mushrooms will spawn. Mushrooms will spawn in a set radius around a mushroom, as long as there's not 5 of the extra mushrooms around it. So, and it depends on your mushroom color. So, brown mushrooms, for example, if they're within proximity of red mushrooms, doesn't affect their spawning at all. It's only when they're in proximity of other brown mushrooms. So you can, I think it's like up to 5 can be around each other without causing issues. But we want to harvest the mushrooms as often as we can because they make good food. Because with a little bit of wood, which I think we had another tree grow, maybe. No, it hasn't grown yet. Dang, that's in the distance. But once we get enough wood, we can make a, we can make some bowls and we can make some mushroom stew. So we actually have a reliable food source. I'll tell you what, Martin, that is awesome. Being able to do all those trades at a young age, like being a miner, that's awesome. Because when you get older, being able to do those things, even if it's just to fix your own stuff, is awesome. It means you don't have to call anybody, you don't have to spend the money. I wish I was more handy than I am, because I'll have things break that I have to fix, and it's like, oh, I don't have the, ability to do it. I have to call somebody. So those are awesome skills to have. And I'm glad you came out and to watch the stream. All right. I do have a little bit more wood, so let's make some bowls here. We want to save at least a couple of those mushrooms in case our crop gets destroyed. Let's make some bowls, and we're going to make some mushroom stew. So now we actually have some food. Let's go to our crafting table here, which I think we're just going to make another one, just to be safe. Never have too many crafting tables in Minecraft. Hence the name. So we're going to make 4 bowls of mushroom stew. And now, we actually can fix our hunger bar, so we're not hungry all the time. And I think our next goal is going to be to get to that mangrove swamp over there. That tiny little one. And oh yeah, those $2,000 worth of tools will pay for themselves well before you have to call multiple people in for to fix something. Because every time you have to call somebody in, they've already basically paid for themselves if you don't have to. The other thing is, if you get onto some, you know, when you're actually able to work for other people, you can, you know, offer your service as a handyman. And that's awesome that you've already fixed your own house. Like, I'm not that handy and I've had to do it myself. It's rough. It can be really rough. But when you've got the skills to do it, just do it. Like, it's awesome. But when you get older and you can actually do it for, you know, make money actually offering your services to people, you'd be surprised how many neighborhoods need a handyman who can actually fix stuff and will pay through the nose to have people do it. I'm kind of in a rural area. Geez, I'm in the wrong profession then if you're making 200 an hour. Holy crap. But right, yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah. No, I live in a small rural community, and the amount of guys that go around making big money fixing houses for people and, you know, working on water heaters and, yeah, that sort of stuff. It's awesome. But yeah, welcome to the stream. If you enjoy the content, feel free to follow. Like I was saying earlier, I've got my Discord linked in the About section. Feel free to join. I'll try to keep pretty active on it. So if you're interested, check it out. And hey, our glowberries grew. That's awesome. As I drop them into the void. Lovely. Let's pretend that never happened. Oh, geez. That's rough. Sorry to hear that. But, like I was saying, ooh, this is a big tree. Discord's linked in the About section. Feel free to check it out. I try to stay pretty active on there. We'll do things like community votes on what games I play on our variety days. And you know, community events, we'll figure out, you know, thinking for right now, one day a month we'll do a day where the community decides what we, you know, what game I play on a day. But I'm always open to suggestions, so if you got any ideas, I'll probably be posting here in the next couple days a link in the Discord to a Google Doc that details what games I already have, so it makes it super easy to pick one that I have that's stream friendly. Just need a couple more blocks here so we can kind of get further out to get that wood so it doesn't drop. But we'll be trying to keep up with, you know, new games that are coming out, maybe. All depends on what we're doing. But I'm glad you came out. All right. Whoop, there's a log. Let's go up here. Try. I have some interest, Nox, in Hogwarts Legacy. I haven't bought the game myself yet. There is a little bit of controversy surrounding it, so I'm not 100% sure if I'll play it or not on stream. Just for anybody who doesn't know, there's like some controversy with the writer of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, having some less than, I would say, nice comments to say, and anti-trans rights comments. Yeah, I know what you mean, Nox. I didn't know about it until the game came out, and people were like boycotting it because of that, and I was like, what? because I hadn't kept up on that stuff. Yeah, it is a good game from what I've seen. I've watched some other streamers play it. I'm very tempted to try it anyways. I have heard there's some issues with the game on PC, just some optimization things, but we'll see. Alright, now we just gotta wait for those to break down. And now we're not hurting for saplings anymore. I mean, you do make a fair point, Martin. The only issue comes from the community tends to lash out a bit. I've seen other streamers get hit with some pretty negative comments from their chats about playing the game. Like, and the thing is, the writer of the books isn't even involved with the production of the game directly. So I may play it. It would certainly be one of the more popular games right now that people are playing, and I'd be down to try it, but it's gonna be a tough decision. Yeah, I know what you mean, Nox. It's gotten pretty bad. So yeah, I may play it. That may be something I add to the list of potential games. On the other hand, I have over 1,000 games on Steam, and a good portion of them I never touched. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's just, there's a lot involved with making a decision like that to play a game that's got some controversy around it. And just trying to keep the streams chill. Don't want a whole lot of conflict in them, so it may be an idea to avoid it. But I got a backlog of games to play anyways, so I'm sure we can find something that's just as interesting. So yeah. Oh. Alright, that should be enough blocks for now. Alright, got some sticks. Let's make some more. Alright. Make some more cobblestone slabs. And we head out towards the tree. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that up to date with what's going on in terms of like controversies. I have no idea who that guy is, to be honest with you. I tend not to care too much about controversies. Yeah, I mean... Oh yeah. See, I know the creator of Minecraft is Notch, so that makes sense. I guess it's more of, because the game just came out, Hogwarts Legacy, there's going to be some controversy. The controversy is a little fresher, so that might be why why I'm a little more hesitant. But, I may consider it. Yeah. Regardless, thanks for coming out to stream, guys. I appreciate it. This is my first ever stream, so be nice. I'm just trying to, make my gaming hobby into something a little bit more, I guess, reactive with people. I just don't get a whole lot of, time to interact with a whole lot of other people that are into the same stuff. So figured trying this out, see how it goes. So I appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with me and, keeping me company. I just wish my bitrate didn't keep dropping, because I lost 5.6% of my frames for some stupid reason. All right. We are at the mangrove tree. So, let's have some fun with this guy. Alright, let's be careful here. We kind of want to surround the island. You know, it's funny you say that your coach has been up your butt about it. I remember when I was in high school, the track and, no, he wasn't the track coach. He was a cross-country running coach. Was constantly trying to recruit me because I was a, yeah. He wasn't my coach either, but the cross-country coach was trying to recruit me because I was, you know, kind of a scrawny, lightweight guy, so he figured I could run fairly well. But it was just, I wasn't that into sports in high school. It was not really my cup of tea at the time. But looking back on it, I probably should have. I'm being probably a little bit better shape than I am now. All right, let's grab our bucket from back home and get that water, because then we can use Oh, you're in rugby, huh? That's a rough sport. MMA and rugby. I can only imagine how many injuries you get doing that. I did some self-defense martial arts training growing up, but that wasn't nearly that same level. Right. Okay. Here we go. Now we're in business. Things are actually progressing. Well, then you've been lucky so far. Alright. That's awesome. Keep at it, man. Like, having hobbies and you know, doing sports in school is good for you. It's awesome that you can actually do that sort of stuff. I did grab the bucket, right? Yeah, grab the bucket. Awesome. All right. So what we want to do here is we want to grab ourselves some water, and then we're going to make a little enclosure. Alright. Pop that down. Boop. So, we want to grab some water here. And we're going to make ourselves an infinite water source back at the, at our island. Normally in Skyblock, you'd have to go into the, oh gosh, you'd have to go into the nether, get to the point where you have iron, and then get a either find a piece of ice that they put in a chest in the nether, or you'd have to get a cauldron and wait for it to rain to get some more water. But thankfully, with the mangrove tree requiring water, the maker of the map was nice enough to provide us with easy access to water. So let's take our logs here, make them into planks, and we're going to make ourselves a little enclosure here. Oh, didn't want to do that. Let's not do that. This way. We're actually going to put this in a different spot, but we want to build a little 4x4 box. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Oop. Let's not do that here. Swap that in. Okay. Let's do this. And then we want to build around the edges here. All right. Okay. Let's make a couple oak slabs here, so we actually have some material to work with. I'm just going to do this. What? Oh, you're gonna be tricky on me, huh? Okay. Jeez, sounds like your coach is working like a dog. That's pretty rough. Yeah, I can imagine it's definitely not fun. But it's pretty awesome that at least it's awesome you came out to the stream today. I appreciate you joining. But anyway, now that we've got this second bucket of water, we can make our water source there infinite, and we have as much water as we need. All right. All right. Okay. And let's pop that one there. All right. There we go. We now have infinite water. Awesome. All right. Let's put our bucket back before we do something dumb and drop it. All right. Waiting for another tree to grow. Let's go see what we can do with this guy over here. Oh, geez. Martin, if you've had that happen to you, you probably shouldn't be working out as hard as that, because that's rough. That is way unsafe. Got to be careful about that sort of stuff, because that could be very detrimental to your health long term. Okay. Yeah, don't push yourself like that, man. It's not worth it. Even like in day-to-day life, you shouldn't push yourself to the point where you're detrimenting yourself to that level. That's rough. All right. But all right, let's work on this mangrove tree now. All right. Well, you may not define a vein popping as major. I think that's pretty major. I haven't had blood coming out of my mouth ever. Well, I say that. I did get punched in the mouth once. That was pretty rough, but like I've never worked out that hard. But I was young. I was that young once too. I pushed myself pretty hard in my physical education courses. Had instances where I pushed myself a little too far, and well, my breakfast decided to come back. That was not a fun time, but that's the most I've ever had happen. All right. Let's try to get as many of these little mangrove popules as possible, which these are the equivalent of No, Nox, I did not deserve the punch in the face. It was an accident. It was accidental. One of my buddies was being funny. And he swung and I didn't duck. But, you know, that sort of stuff has happened. But like I was saying, mangrove popules are cool. They're not like normal tree saplings in Minecraft where, you know, you break the leaves and they drop. They actually sprout from the leaves, so you can actually get multiple popules growing on each tree, and it makes them super easy to grow more of, which is kind of a cool feature. The only problem with these mangrove trees is they tend to grow in weird shapes, so finding all the wood in them is a pain. And you know, Martin, that sounds like typical guy behavior. To be honest, I know plenty of guys I went to high school with that are just like that. Wasn't my thing. I'm kind of a, you know, kind of the scrawny nerdy guy, so I really wasn't usually beat on, but yeah, that sounds like a typical high school guy kind of thing. All right. Let's see. Is there any more in this tree that I'm missing? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's... Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I'm just built like a stick, so I'm not really a super sporty kind of guy. I do play occasionally golf, but, you know, not really built for much else. Alright, that looks like all of the bits from the mangrove tree, so we can kind of cut our way down from here. Try to get back before it gets too dark. Oh, where's my stack? Here it is. Alright. Alright. Let's try to pick up some of this mud as well. Alrighty. I might have missed a log up there, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out when the blocks stop breaking. Okay. Oh geez, man, you gotta be more careful. Like, collarbone injuries are nothing to scoff at. They are awful.
Take my breath away, 'cause so much leave to society. Please forgive my soul. I was too scared to break away. Did you embrace me? 'Cause I was too young to know what's wrong and right.
Alright. Well, now that we're back at base, let's put the extra dirt and everything back. We'll take half of these logs and we'll turn them into more charcoal. Put the moss carpet away. Turn the mangrove into planks. Alright. Okay, let's make a torch so we can go light up where we're headed. Well, this is where it gets dangerous. Yeah, I mean, still, you gotta be careful. Injuries like that can be pretty debilitating if you, you know, something happens and it doesn't go back into place right. Alright. We'll just pop this guy here so we have at least a little light. Alright. Let's try to get all this mud and everything that we can. Because the last thing we want to do is leave any of this behind. Oop. I mean, if you got checked out by an EMT and they said it was fine, I guess that's fine. I mean, I'm not a sports guy, so I really don't know, but as long as you're doing what you love, man, that's awesome. Yes, Nox, I know, I'm working on it. I still don't even have, like, enough blocks to make a big enough platform to stand on, let alone get diamond armor. It's taking me a little bit here. Alright. Pop those in there. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is going to go check our mushroom farm. 2 hours? Not bad. Alright. Let's see if our mushroom farm has produced anything. Alright. No, nothing yet. Mycelium has spread though, so that's good. We're just waiting on these little mushrooms to cooperate. Alright. Okay. Ooh. The, looks like the sugarcane has grown, so let's harvest that. Alright. Let's pop another sugarcane there. And throw one in the chest. Throw our mangroves in there. Okay. Alright, things are kind of coming together. Guess the next goal should probably be to get to that jungle tree over there. Because I guess that's the next closest one. Although, that tundra might be... I think that tundra is probably a better option. Because I think there are, what are they called? The snowberries over there. Which those grow relatively quickly. So that may be our next goal, because we're starting to run a little low on food. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Martin. Appreciate it. And thanks for the follow, too. Oh. Woo. I call that progress. We got our second follower. Awesome. Really appreciate it, guys. All right. Alright, let's try to get some more cobblestone here, and we'll try to make our way out to that, that tundra tree, so we can hopefully get some more food. How many pickaxes? Okay, we're on our last pickaxe. Probably should make another one here. Or another two, probably. Can never have too many extra pickaxes. Alright. So how's everybody else doing tonight? Everything going good? Anything exciting? I mean, you've been relatively quiet, Nox. You got anything going on that's particularly interesting? Any games you've been playing lately that are fun or exciting? I mean, you gotta have something, Nox. I mean, I can't be the only interesting one here. And I'm not that interesting, so you don't have a very high bar to meet. Because I've been mainly playing Minecraft. I mean, Elder Scrolls Online is pretty fun. I've played a little bit. Really wasn't my game. I'm not an MMO guy, personally. I'm more of like a Minecraft, Borderlands, Civilization kind of guy. But... like, ESO is pretty cool. I did play for a little bit, not sure if you're familiar, a game called New World, which was kind of like a an MMO, but really wasn't for me. You might like it, though. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, the... anything from Bethesda, usually, I say usually, it's pretty decent. I mean, Fallout 76 was kind of a flop, but, I mean, some people like it. I'm not a huge fan. But, I mean, like, Oblivion, Skyrim were both great. Fallout 4 was mid, but, like, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas were both awesome. Red Dead is pretty good, too. But I mean, it is a Rockstar game, so it's just basically yeah, because Red Dead's a Rockstar game, so it's basically just a reskinned GTA with extra steps. But you'll have to play a Fallout game at some point, girl. Trust me, you need it. That I can guarantee. Fallout games are awesome. I usually recommend 3 and newer, because the other ones are technically more of a turn-based RPG style. Fallout 3 is more of the shooter style, but it's actually a really good game for what it is. Shit. Alright. Okay, I did not know there was a tree directly behind me. I just got jump scared by a tree. Ooh, which one is my favorite? Oh. Did you have to ask a hard question? Not to sound basic, but I would say Fallout New Vegas would have to be my favorite. And reason for that, and again, not to sound basic, is it just has a really good gameplay loop. There were some changes from Fallout 3 that I wasn't a particularly big fan of, but it plays really well. It kind of stands up to the test of time. The DLC for it's really good. Yeah, so if you can find the game and get the DLC to go with it, it's awesome. I don't recommend starting the DLC until you've kind of familiarized yourself with New Vegas, the base game, and played it for a bit and gotten yourself to a reasonable level, because some of the DLC doesn't necessarily warn you what the level cap should be, but it can be pretty tough. But it's really good. The faction system can be a little tough sometimes to understand, but once you get a hang of it, it's really easy. But it's a decent game overall. I would have to say, though, the company that actually did the development for the game, Obsidian, if you see a game by Obsidian, it's usually pretty good. It's a good indication that it's a good game, just in general. So if you ever see anything from Obsidian Entertainment, check them out. Alright. And now we begin the long process of building yet another bridge to nowhere. And unfortunately, we can't sprint anymore because low food. Come on. Sometimes it just doesn't want to register a click. All right. All right. Oh, Minecraft skin? I just happened to find this one. I thought it was kind of cool. It's Red Link from Legend of Zelda. It is the red tunic, which is usually the fire tunic. But I think this one's more Zora inspired. It's kind of interesting. Maybe down the road I'll have somebody make or I'll make a Minecraft skin, but never done it before, so my first attempts were not successful. I'll have to try it down the road. All right. Oh, that tree is so far away. Oh. All right. Oh, that tree had better be frickin' worth it, I swear. Let's cross our fingers and hope that the gods of RNG give us good sapling drops. Because unfortunately, spruce trees like that tend to be the least amount of saplings, because they have the fewest leaves. So hopefully we're lucky. Oh, I think it's doing the thing again. That's a optifying glitch that occasionally occurs, where blocks will just be invisible for some strange reason. Textures just don't update. It's super weird. Never figured out why it does it. And we're here. Okay. Let's grab this little island. Oh. Alrighty. I mean, Nox, if you want to take a shot at it, go right ahead. I've tried. I've not had a whole lot of luck with it in the past. Minecraft skins are kind of weird to do. But yeah, if you want to try it, go ahead. After stream, I'll send you a couple different angles of the model so you can see everything front and back and whatever you need. Just let me know. Which, speaking of model, for anybody curious, model is... I made my model myself. I'm not particularly experienced with making models, so this is kind of my, like, third or fourth iteration on the same model. But I'm willing to, you know, it's kind of one of those things you learn as you go. But I'm more than welcome to... if anybody's got questions on how to make models, if they're interested in getting into streaming themselves, go right ahead and ask. I'll gladly help you out. Alright. Got ourselves some more dirt. Let's get up there. What are they actually called? Sweet berries. That's the name for them. Yeah. So sweet berries are awesome because you can actually plant them and they grow relatively quickly. Now they don't provide a whole lot of food, but it's better than nothing. And a pumpkin. Now, let's... hopefully we get a sapling. Let's cross our fingers. Come on. Wait, did we get one? We got two. Oh, thank the Lord we got two. That is awesome. Oop, three. We got 3 saplings. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Are we going to get lucky and get a 4th? No, looks like only 3. But hey, 3 is better than none. Awesome. Okay. Woo! That is awesome. Alright. Let's grab this dirt here. And we're gonna flatten this out so we don't have to deal with mob spawns on it. Alright, let's go back to base. Okay. Let's see. Has our tree grown any more glowberries? Nope, vines didn't grow any glowberries this time. Shoot. Alright. Let's do this real quick. Nope. Let's do this. There, so that way we don't have to worry about it falling again. Okay. Let's make a little, it's like a little platform over here. Ooh, well, to answer your question there, Nox, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I'd like to do stuff that's kind of themed around, you know, what we do here on the channel. That's going to depend on what people want to see. So if more people are active and, you know, want to like see certain games and certain funny moments come from those games, then yeah, we'll do stuff based on that. Otherwise, I don't know if you're familiar, there's an artist, she's an Australian by the name of Lickle, or Lysel, I think is the actual pronunciation of her name, but I watch too many Canadian streamers that call her Lickle. But Lysel she's a pixel artist, and she does a lot of cute chibi art for some major channels like Small Ant and CJYA, and guys like that. And she does some really cool emotes. So something like either commissioned by her or in her style or something similar would be kind of cool. So like super cute chibi versions of this ugly mug would be awesome. But I'm more concerned with, you know, making sure that when we get to affiliate, that we still provide the same sort of fun experience that we try to now. Although, I don't know how much fun this is, watching a goofy guy trying not to fall off a small island. Ooh, look at that. Grew again, but nothing grew on it, so we'll break those. Okay. For anybody curious, when you have glowberries like that, you want to break them as they grow if they don't grow anything on them. I'm glad you're having fun, Nox. But you want to make sure they, if they don't grow a glowberry on the new section that they grow from their base, it won't grow a glowberry ever. It just won't. Your subsequent sections may, so letting it grow a little bit longer sometimes is better, but you can always just trim them down if they don't produce. Oh, perfect. One grew. So now what we can do is we can take this structure that we built here and we can expand it out. Since we're not particularly like low on food necessarily, let's well, we're low on food, but we're not like going to die from lack of food here anytime soon. What we can do is spread them out. So that way, when they grow like that, the more you have, the more likely they are to grow faster, which is kind of cool. Meanwhile, let's take, how do we want to do this? How much dirt do we have total? Oh, jeez. And this is where it gets interesting. So, we are currently being attacked by phantoms because we haven't slept in several days. Screw off. And there's 3 of them. Wonderful. Back away. So they will spawn if the player hasn't slept for 3 or more nights. And they swoop down from above and attack you. The nice thing is they do drop an item. They drop phantom membranes, which are unique to them, which are used in one type of potion. But, and they give you XP, but they're still a pain because they can knock you off your platform. Which is why this little hidey hole I accidentally made is great. That's it. Come here, buddy. Ooh. Might as well break that sugarcane while I'm here. Come here. There you are. Oh! Jeez. That was scary. So that's growing. That's good. Yeah, so phantoms will spawn every night. If we make a little hidey hole that we can hide in where we're not exposed to air. So for example, if I were to build a little arch and hide underneath of it so that the top of my head is not exposed, they don't spawn. But then you have to stay in one place all night long, and that's a pain. So right now we're just kind of waiting on some food to grow. Let me get some more dirt here because we want to build over here. We're going to expand our platform just a little bit more. All right. All right, so we want to do one of these. Do that. Now, it might look like kind of an odd structure here. Oh, why did I do that to myself? Okay, need our bucket here. We are going to make the beginnings of a simple farm. All right, let's grab a bucket of water here. Grab our seeds. Swap these with these. Phantom membrane. And, well, we got an advancement, a seedy place. Now we just wait for our seeds here to grow. And we'll get some wheat and we'll be able to make some bread and not starve to death. Oh, come on, they respawned. Go away. Oh, God. Don't fall off. Yeah. So they burn in light, but you gotta wait for them to spawn. Okay. Why are you not burning? You should be burning. Stop that. Whew. Where'd he go? Oh, he died. Good. Wonderful. Okay. Let's grab another piece of dirt here. We're gonna plant. I don't want to plant it on the edge here. Let's move our crafting table over. Put it next to the water source here, so we can get a little bit more space to grow another tree. I think might not be a bad idea. So let's plant another sapling. Yeah, plant it there. Okay. So things are shaping up pretty nicely. We've got our berries growing, which kind of screwed up on that one, but let's not talk about that. We got some trees that are growing. Oh gosh, fell in there. Got the makings of our very first farm, so we can grow some food. And yeah, everything seems to be coming up sunshine and rainbows right now. It's good progress. I'll make a little thing so I can get up here. Yeah, lots of progress. It's honestly about as much as I expected to make during the entirety of the stream, and we've still got, you know, almost 30 minutes left till I have to sign off for the night, but okay, did not expect grass to grow on my field, but all right. Let's just fix that, shall we? All right, let's make this a little safer for the plants. Ooh, let's break that. Make it only one fall. Like so. Perfect. That way we're not going to break the plants when we get up on there. Ooh, nothing. Okay. All right. I think the jungle tree is going to be our next best bet, but let's go check our mushroom farm and see if we got more mushrooms. You just have an obsession with diamond armor, don't you, Nox? It will come in time, don't worry. We will eventually get diamonds. Unfortunately, no netherite. Because the nether is just as empty as the rest of Skyblock, there will be no netherite gear anytime soon. But we'll have to see. Any mushrooms? Nope, no mushrooms. I guess I can throw a couple more dirt blocks on here, so at least it's even. But as you can see, the mycelia is spreading. Oh. Alright, hydration break, everybody. Make sure you stay hydrated. Wouldn't be so bad if we weren't completely out of stamina. But that's kind of what happens when you run out of food. Alright. Let's try this again. Yeah! Alright. Plant another sweet berry. Break that. Okay, wheat's growing. Slowly, but albeit it's growing. Let's see if we can break some of these blocks down here. Before I forget, though, probably should put our bucket back. Before I forget. And not place blocks in my way. Last thing we want to do is fall and lose our only bucket and some of our saplings and our snow and everything else. Just drop anything we don't necessarily need to carry with us. Also, completely forgot I had apples. There we go. At least we got some stamina back. Okay. Let's make sure this mangrove tree fully decays. Otherwise, it's going to look real silly just having this stuff float over here. Okay. Alright. So, looking at our next places, we've got a... that looks like a... dark oak tree over there. There's the jungle tree. Yeah, they give me anxiety too, Nox, but I don't have extra resources to waste on wider things. So that's a pillager tower, which is just floating in space for some reason. Which I think inside those little boxes there are the new alley mobs, which are kind of new to 1.19. So, if we can rescue some of those, that'd be great. Because they're super helpful for advanced redstone contraptions. Ooh, there's a birch tree. Okay, one of our goals is to get flowers to get a beehive. So, it works best on birch because they usually grow straight. Sometimes oak grows a little weird and you have to chop them down. But with birch trees, if you plant them near flowers, with like a flower within 2 blocks, there's like a 5% chance that bees will spawn, which is kind of cool. There's the amethyst geode. Getting to that's going to be a pain, but possible. Let's head back to base and see what else we've got in range. Okay. Okay. So let's see. We've got the savanna biome with the acacia tree over there, and then that looks like the sand island that has cactus on it. So those are kind of our goals right now, is to get to all of those islands at some point. Typically in regular Skyblock, the sand island would have a chest on it that has your obsidian to get to the nether in. But in this version, they give it to you on your starter island for some strange reason. Don't know why. It's kind of nice. It's convenient. Speaking of nether, what I'm thinking we should do is we're going to take this path here, since we're not doing anything with it. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks wide. And we're going to slap a torch there and a torch there. We're going to do something kind of dangerous and kind of dumb. We're going to build another portal right here. So the only thing we've got to worry about dropping if we fall is our obsidian. So let's do this. Oh, let me... Right. Yep, that's what I want to do. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a block. Oh, did I already screw up? I might have already screwed up. Fudge. Okay. Well, I screwed up. I made the portal 1 too tall, so we don't have enough obsidian to make it. Yeah, oof. That means that in order to go to the nether, we have to get villagers first. Let me double check something, because we need to get a diamond pickaxe from a villager to break the obsidian to place it again. That could be a problem. There is a way to do it, because in order to make a weakness potion, we need the ingredients from the nether. There is a way to get it without it, but things are much harder. So I guess I could take a vote with people in chat. Do we want to cheat for a split second and fix it, or what do we want to do? It's totally up to you guys. I can do it the hard way. Okay, I will cheat. You saw nothing. I'll fix it immediately after. All right. We'll just do that. Do a quick copy that. Plop that there. Or, nope. Plop that here. Break that. And we'll just chuck the obsidian into nowhere. And do that. Close it. Reopen it. Yeah. Otherwise, we'd have to probably reset. And I really didn't want to have to do that. because it's going to be all kinds of fun just trying to get this portal lit to begin with, because it requires some genuinely dangerous strats to do this. And it's going to require some wood and some cobblestone, because we have to build... Thanks, Nox. Now, we're only allowing one instance of that. If we screw up again, we'll have to just live with it. That would just be a major reset and a kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. But, so if I fall off, if I drop something important, if I break a tool that I shouldn't, no resetting. So either we reset the run completely or we just go without. But anyway, we want to build a little chamber to hold our lava next to this portal. Okay. Want to do one of these. And essentially what we're going to do... Oh, welcome back, Martin. We are currently attempting to build a nether portal. Alright. So what we're going to do is... going to put some wood. We don't want it here. We want it... to increase our chances, we want it all around so it'll spread. But basically, the general idea here is we take our Alright. So what we want to do is we take our one lava, which is scary as it is, and we throw it in our little hole here. And because the way lava works, it tends to light blocks nearby it on fire. And if we do it right, when the block inside the portal itself burns, there's a good chance that it'll light the portal in the process. To answer your question, Nox, it's part of the overlay. So if I, for example, hide the game capture for a second, it's part of the actual background of the overlay. But we will have to fix that at some point. I'll change some scaling and stuff so it's covered. If it's distracting, my bad. But this is the second most dangerous part of lighting another portal, which is stealing our bucket of lava here and sticking it in a hole. You're good, Nox, you're good. So now we're just gonna plop this out. Kind of make ourselves a little platform here, so that way we're relatively close by and can kind of keep an eye on things. All right. Let's make a couple more, since we're waiting anyways. Let's make a couple more cobblestone slabs so we can kind of expand this platform out while we're waiting. Okay. Jeez, man, that's a lot of hours to work in a week. 65? Like, holy crap. Don't work too hard, man. Ooh. More sugarcane. Eventually we will build a fully automatic sugarcane farm, so it'll just, you know... But you need redstone for that. But we'll get to it eventually. Because it'll measure when the sugarcane is grown and break it. But... So now we're just kind of waiting for our lava here to spawn a fire. All right. Yeah, Martin, I know the feeling. I get like that sometimes too, where I just don't feel like I'm of any value unless I've done something. But still, you gotta make time for your hobbies and not work yourself too hard. Otherwise, you'll burn yourself out, and that's never any fun. Had jobs that have done that to me in the past. So... Let's see... Let's see if we can kind of spread this out a little bit. Hey, you do you, man. You do you. As dangerous as this is, I think we're going to throw some wood there. That's not where I want it to be, though. Where's my axe? I want to shove the wood. Don't let me on fire. That would be bad. Because unfortunately, I can't spread the lava. The heat, the fire by lighting myself. That's not a good idea. Come on, lava. Start a fire. That's all we need. Maybe if we break this one, it's... Oh, there we go. There's some wood burning. Hey, hey. Is it gonna work? Oh, it didn't work. It only sometimes works. Let's try it this way. Give it the best chance possible to catch. I don't know if it has to be in. I don't remember if it has to be in or not. Let me look it up real quick. Oop. Don't misclick. Oh, oh. We might have something here. Why did I put it out? Come on, portal catch. It's always kind of finicky. Yeah, I know how you feel, Nox. It's... Getting these portals to catch is not always easy. Oop. And I think what we'll do is when we get this portal to catch, we'll end stream then. Does that sound fair, guys?
Man, that is so juicy.
Thanks, Nox. Glad to hear it. There was a lot of tweaking that went into making sure that it sounded just right. Let's do some more blocks around here just to be safe. That way we don't fall in. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh. That's very good. That's very good. Catch. Come on. Ignite the portal. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Didn't do it. Let's try like this. Okay. So this should be the easiest way to get it to burn. Yeah, Nox, I don't know if that was on my end or if that was Twitch. My bitrate has been dropping pretty heavily. I've dropped 28,000 frames over the course of the stream, which I don't know if that's normal or what, but that seems pretty rough. Let's break that block so the lava's at least exposed. Come on, lava. Alright. Let's see if anything else has grown while we're waiting. Hey! Got some berries. Ooh, 3 of them. Awesome. Can plant some more. That hasn't grown yet. Trees have grown, though. Ooh, we got fire. Fire's good. Maybe if I do that, we'll get some fire spreading. Come on. Oop. I really don't want to burn all of my wood trying to do this. Come on. This lava is just being uncooperative. Oh, my axe broke. Ooh. And our first glowberries that we can eat. Woo! Yay for food. Oh, that hasn't grown yet, so let's grab an axe. Alright. Well, I think, guys, we're going to call it for a night. Lava's being very uncooperative, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. So let's call it a night. You guys have fun, and hope to see you tomorrow.